Hello everybody. It is Jackie from Pocket of Preschool, and I have exciting news because I just released my Summer Games Math and Literacy Center pack. So I wanted to show it to you guys in action so you can see all the things and all the activities in it. That way if you wanted to grab it, you can grab it because it is half off for 48 hours. Also, if you own the Theme Centers bundle or the Giant Curriculum bundle, it has been added to those. So go to TPT, go to My Purchases, and click on the bundle, and the new one will be in there. So download your update. All right, I'm gonna flip it around and show you everything that's in there. Ready? Okay, so here is everything. So as always, I have math and literacy centers. I have a writing center too, which I'm gonna show you at the very end because I have that set up in my classroom. So the first thing we have is a feelings mat. So what they're gonna do is pick a card, and then they are going to make that feeling on the mat because, as we all know, when we play sports, it can get very frustrating and they have all kinds of big emotions. So you can make the feeling on the mat with Play-Doh. You could draw it with a dry erase marker, whatever you want to do, but all of the different feelings are in there. There is also a black and white option, and you could have kiddos cut and paste how they're feeling and then draw it on and use it as a worksheet. So the first literacy center I'm going to show you is these basketball syllable games. So what they're going to do is uncrumple a basketball. I can't do it one-handed. And then they're going to count how many syllables or clap how many syllables are in that word. So stop, watch, 1, 2. And then they're going to crumble it up, which is fine motor. And then they're going to shoot it. Okay, I missed in the basket, which are just some cups I have. So all you do is cut, and I didn't laminate this, that way they can crumble really easy. So they basically shoot for syllables, and it has a worksheet that goes with it. There's also a catch rhyming game. So I just put some little fake grass on a tray, and then they have to make the rhyme. So rake, let me find. So there would be frog and dog, and I actually put Velcro on the back so that way it'll stick. So it's like they like catch the ball. So that is a fun rhyming game. We have a path game for the rowing. So there's uppercase, lowercase, and then there is also a sound version. Whoops, I'm stepping on things. Hold on. Okay, and then, oh my goodness, okay. I'm like a mess today, you guys. So this is a letter spike. This is basically a letter dot it, but it's gonna it's with a volleyball theme. So there's uppercase, lowercase, and then there is a sound version. And all you have to do is put out some magnet letters. They pick a letter, find it on their mat, and dot it, or find the sound and dot it. For handwriting or to practice making letters, I have this swimming letter game. So what they do is they pick a letter card and then they write it, and they can either write it in this pool with a dry erase marker, or they could write it on a sensory bag. So they pick the card I, then they could write it in the pool. And this is just hair gel in a baggie, and it does come with a worksheet. You could also make a shaving cream tray that looks like a swimming pool by just adding some blue liquid watercolor. And you can also do this with, there are sight word cards also included. So you could also swim for sight words and practice writing them again in the pool or in the little sensory bag. Up to you what you guys want to do. And then there's also, this is the activity for the sight words. So you're going to make like a wave or like a swimming lane. So I just taped a pipe cleaner on the back. And what they're going to do is take the letter beads and make the word. So like this one is for, that one is that. And it does come with a worksheet as well. All right. So here are the math center. So since we have countries from all around the world, I have this flag, race it to the top. So kind of like a medal count, if you want to relate it to the Olympics. You just put a clear spinner or like those suction cup spinners on the top, and then they spin it, and then they match the flag. I did put the names of the flags at the bottom because I didn't know all the flags, so that way you don't have to look them up, so you can tell the kiddos what the different flags are. And I included, there's 4 different mats, and then there's also a black and white mat, so they can use the dot markers and spin it and dot it and see who gets the top first. So we're graphing and we're comparing more and less. For a fun counting game, we have this soccer counting game. So what they're going to do is take these little goals, and they're going to line them up, and the numbers go all the way to 20. So you pick what works for you. And then there are soccer numbers, 10 frame soccer balls, and hands. And you could also use like a manipulative, and they could count out that many. So like here's all the hands and the balls, and then the numbers. And there's 3 different worksheets for that, 1 to 5, up to 10, and then another one up to 20. For archery, I thought this one was really fun. This one might be my favorite game out of the whole pack. So what they're going to do is they're going to toss a ball onto the target or a pom-pom, and then they're going to see where it lands. So I landed on 2, and I have a number chart at the bottom, and then they can tally mark how many they got. And if you have pre-K or preschool friends, they're not going to be able to do that diagonal, so just tallies across is totally okay. If you want to teach them the diagonal, that's fine too, but it's they're probably just going to make tallies all the way across, and then they can add or count how many are all together at the end and get that total. And then if you want to kick it up a notch, they can make an equation. So they would toss 2 of them and to make the equation. So let's pretend I landed on 4 and 2, and they would say 4 plus 2 is 6. Then they can write their equation on their worksheet. So again, 2 levels of play, same activity. Here's a sorting game. So we have some rings, and you can just sort by color. I just grabbed some buttons. You can also use cubes, pom-poms, anything you have on hand. You can also make this into a collage and print it on paper, and don't laminate it, and then they can glue art supplies on it. So it'll be like a color sort art collage. We have, you have to have gymnastics, right? Oh, there's my foot. For the summer game. So what they're going to do is they're going to make a balance beam pattern, and they're going to pick a pattern card and make that balance beam. So it's really, really fun. Or they can also make their own, and you can just use cubes with that game. To sneak in some shapes, I made a track. These spilled. Sorry, guys. So you can use any counter. So you have, for little people, sorry about the glare, guys. There we go. So this one is 3D shapes. So they roll the dice, and then they would move that many, 1, 2, 3, cube, and then the next person would go move around. And to make the game last longer, they can do like 4 laps or 5 laps or something like that. And then if you want to practice 2D shapes, you can use the 2D shape mat, and again, roll a dice and use some counters. Again, if you don't have these people counters, that's okay. Just give kiddos different colored cubes, and then they can use the cubes to move on the board. And then the last math center is this cycle bicycle chains. So when you print and prep these, you're going to put a hole punch in there. Can you see it? And then what they're going to do is attach that many chains to, oh, my glare in here today. Attach that many chains to that card, and then the cards go up to 20. And then there are 2 different levels for the worksheet. So that is all of the math and the literacy games. And then I'm going to pop over and I'm going to show you guys, walk with me, and I'm going to show you guys the writing center I have set up. Oh, I forgot to turn on a light. Give me 1 second. There we go. All right, so here's the writing center. Ready? Okay, so there's so many sports in the summer games. So there's a lot of vocabulary cards, and I actually didn't include all of them, but I have most of them. So that's why I have some extra ones at the bottom. And again, all the word cards come in uppercase, and They come in lowercase. And then I have the writing paper, and the writing paper comes in 3 different ways or levels. So they have the half page, a full page, and then a full page with the lines at the bottom and the part for the illustration. I put the Emergent Reader out, and then sometimes it's fun if you want to put out like the letter tracing worksheets and just a dry erase pocket in one of those book bins and just throw some dry erase markers in there. That way if they want to practice writing their letters at the Writing Center, they can. So you can always throw that in your Writing Center. And I just put out a little America bucket and some red and blue dot markers too to kind of add a little spark. So those are the centers. I hope you guys love them. Again, they are half off for 48 hours, so grab them if you want. I already have the winter games in there, so those are in there for every 4 years whenever that comes up. So yeah, so I hope you guys love it. Grab it. And again, if you own the Giant Curriculum Bundle or the Theme Bundle, go to those on TPT because this has been added to it. So you can download it there. All right, well, you guys have an amazing night, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.